15. Statistics. Describing data in number and graphs. Let us see the definition of statistics and then keywords for statistics. Statistics is to find ways of collecting and summarizing data. It is a collection of information shown in numbers. Data is information, especially facts or numbers, collected to be examined and considered and used to help decision making. Frequency is the number of times something happens within a particular period. Mean is the result you get by adding two or more amounts together and dividing the total by the number of amounts. Mean is the average. Mode is the number or value which appears most often in a particular set. The mode is the highest frequency. Median is the value which is the middle one in a set of values arranged in order of size. Range is to have an upper and a lower limit in amount number. Range can be calculated upper limit minus lower limit. These are the definition for statistics and keywords for statistics. Mean from a frequency table. Calculating the mean. If there are large amounts of data, it is easier if it is displayed in a frequency table. That is, if there are large amounts of data, it is easier if it is displayed in a frequency table. That is, we make it in a frequency table. Let us see an example. Here we do have an example. The number of goals scored by Premier League teams over a weekend was recorded in a table. These are the number of goals scored. Then calculate the mean and the mode. Number of goals for the first team is 0 and frequency is twice. Therefore here the frequency will be 0. The second team scored 1 goal and frequency is 4 times. Therefore 4 times 1 will be the frequency is 4. The third team scored 2 goals. The frequency is 8 times. Therefore 8 times 2 is 16 frequency. Next team scored 3 goals. Number of frequency is 3. 3 times 3 is 9 frequency. The next team scored 4 goals. Number of frequency is twice. Twice the team scored 4 goals. Therefore 4 times 2 is 8. The last team scored 5 goals. In the weekend, the team scored 5 goals. 5 times 1, that is, the number of frequency is 1. 1 times 5 is 5. Therefore, the frequency for the first one is 0. The next is 4. The next is 16. The next is 9. The next team scored 8 times. Then the last one, 5. Here the frequency 2 plus 4 is 6. 6 plus 8 is 14. 14 plus 3 is 17. 17 plus 2 is 19. 19 plus 1 is 20. This notation is sigma notation, that is summation. Summation of the frequency is 20. Summation of the total frequency here is 42. Now let us calculate mean. In order to find mean, as we have said already, summation of the total frequency, that is summation of fx, is 42 divided by the frequency f. Then summation of the total frequency is 42 and summation of the frequency, each frequency is 20. 42 divide 20 is 2.1. Mode. The mode is the highest frequency is this one, which is 8. The third team scored 8 frequency. Therefore, the highest frequency is 8, that is the mode. The first team scored 0, no goals, nil. Probably Middlesbrough and Sunderland could be this team. Grouped data. Estimating the mean. An estimate for the mean can be obtained by assuming that each of the raw data values takes the midpoint value of the interval in which it has been placed. Let us take an example for grouped data. During 3 hours at Asmara Airport, 55 aircraft arrived late. The number of minutes they were late is shown in the grouped frequency table below. The first one is aircraft arrived late from 0 to 10 minutes. The frequency is 27. The next is aircraft who are late from 10 to 20 minutes. The frequency is 10, and so on. Midpoint for this grouped data. The first one is 5. As we have said, midpoint, that is the mean, 10 plus 0 over 2, and it is 5. The next is 10 plus 20. 10 plus 20 is 30. Divided by 2 is 15. The next is 20 plus 30 is 50. 50 divided by 2 is 25. The next is 30 plus 40 is 70. Divided by 2 is 35. The next is 40 plus 50 is 90. 90 divided by 2 is 45. The next is 50 plus 60 is 110. 110 divided by 2 is 55. Let us find the total frequency. For the first one, 27 times 5 is 135. The second one is 10 times 15, 150. The next is 7 times 25 is 175. The next is 5 times 35 is 175. The next is 4 times 45 is 180. The next is 2 times 55 is 110. This one is the total frequency for each group. Summation of each frequency is 55. Summation of the total frequency is 925. Mean estimate is equal to total summation of the frequency, that is 925, divided by each frequency, that is summation of each frequency 55. Then the answer is 16.8 minutes on average. Each aircraft is arrived 16.8 minutes late. The modal class. The modal class is simply the class interval of highest frequency. Here, the most frequent group is the first one, is the modal class. We call it modal class, that is the mode, the highest frequency. The median class interval. The median class interval is the class interval containing the median. Let us take an example for median. This example is the same to the last example which we have seen. Now, the median class is the class interval containing the median. Here, the summation for each frequency is 55. Since 55 is an odd number, we add 1 for 55 divided by 2. Then 56 divided by 2 is 28. 28 is the median class. 27 is here. 27, the next is 28. The 28 is here. That is from 10 to 20. The 28 data value is in the 10 to 20 grouped class. Let us take another example. A group of junior students took part in a sponsored race. The number of laps completed is given in the table below. Use the information to calculate an estimate for the mean number of laps, that is A. A. Calculate an estimate for the mean number of laps. B. Determine the modal class. C. Determine the class interval containing the median. Here are the number of laps. 1 up to 5 laps is, the frequency is 2. Number of laps from 6 to 10 is 9, and so on. Data is grouped into 8 class interval of width 4, that is 5 minus 1 is 4, 10 minus 6 is 4, 15 minus 11 is 4, 20 minus 16 is 4, and so on. Therefore, we do have 8 classes, and the width, the interval, is 4. From the example number 2, we have seen that the frequency is given, the class intervals are given. Then let us find the mean number of laps. Now, for the first one is 3. Midpoint is 3, that is 5 plus 1 is 6. 6 divided by 2 is 3. The next is 10 plus 6 is 16 divided by 2 is 8. 11 plus 15 is 26 divided by 2 is 13. The next is 20 plus 16, that is 36 divided by 2 is 18. 25 plus 21 is 46. 46 divided by 2 is 23. The next is 30 plus 26, that is 56 divided by 2 is 28. The next is 35 plus 31 is 66 divided by 2 is 33. The next is 36 plus 40, that is 76 divided by 2 is 38. Therefore, midpoint times frequency is the total frequency for the first class. 2 times 3 is 6. 9 times 8 is 72. 15 times 13 is 195. 20 times 18 is 360. 17 times 23 is 391. 25 times 28 is 700. 2 times 33 is 66. 1 times 38 is 38. Therefore, summation for each frequency is 91. Summation for total frequency is 1828. The mean estimate is total frequency divided by each frequency is 1828 divided by 91 is 20.1 laps. This one is on average. The number of laps is 20.1. Therefore, we have answered for the question A, which says calculate an estimate for the mean number of laps. The mean is 20.1 laps. The next we are going to answer the modal class. The modal class will be the highest frequency. This one is the highest frequent class. 25 is the modal class, is 26 to 30. The class from 26 to 30 is the modal class, that is which has highest frequency. We have answered for B, which says determine the modal class. The next we are going to answer C, determine the class interval containing the median. Let us answer for question C. The median. In order to find the median, we have calculated each frequency, summation of each frequency. Summation of each frequency is 91. Since 91 is an odd number, we add 1 for 91. That is 92. It will be 92 divided by 2 is 46. 46's will be the median. 2 plus 9 is 11. 11 plus 15 is 26. 26 plus 20 is 46. Therefore, here the 46th term is here. Therefore, the median will be here from 16 to 20. The 46th data value is in the interval 16 to 20 class. Therefore, we have answered for question A. The mean number of laps is 20.1. Then we have answered B, determine the modal class. The modal class is the highest frequency, that is from 26 to 30, which has 25 frequency. And also we have answered for question C, that is the model class, is the 46th data, which is 16 to 20. Dear students, these were the lessons for grade 6 students. I hope you have taken good understanding from this tutorials. If you do have any questions or doubts, you can call and contact me. I have prepared the same tutorial class for grade 7 up to grade 12. So just call me, I will share what I have. Kiflo Maratu Kufex, mobile 07269575 as Mara.